Wheel of Doom, we got a bunch of different topics listed on this wheel. We're going to spin it at random and then chat about whatever topic it lands on the next 10 minutes or so. Let's give it a shuffle and a spin. Almost. Okay, staying in that one.
Okay.
Was Super Mario Bros. 2 USA a true Mario
Oh.
game or a weird reskin?
Oof. Okay. Who wants to take this one?
I mean, we in the US didn't know any better, right?
No.
We didn't
No.
know any other game existed
No.
outside of
I
that
feel
that
like
looked
we
similar.
knew, though. I
Did we?
still feel
Yeah?
like we knew, right? Like, you put that one in the system,
And it's so different from the
and it
first one?
just is like night and day. It just feels so much different than the first one.
But
And the
Nintendo
third
did
one,
own it.
yeah.
Like Nintendo owned it. I mean, it was the cover of the very first Nintendo Power.
Mhm.
I mean, they made zero. When did we actually find out that it was Doki Doki Panic?
When was
Let's think
the
about
internet
that.
made?
Yeah,
When was the
when
internet?
was last year? Um,
We had
I don't
no
know,
idea.
I feel like I always internally knew that it wasn't originally
A Mario game.
a Mario game. I don't know
Because of
why.
so many different new elements, like, okay, you're not
Yeah,
jumping on enemies' heads anymore. You have to
Right.
throw stuff at them.
yeah,
That's
there
weird.
I don't see a single enemy that I've ever seen before in the first one, right?
Mhm.
I
I
But
feel
to
mean,
like
that
they
we
argument,
introduced
let's say,
so
yeah.
many characters that we have still,
Right, staple characters, yeah, that made it.
and without that, we wouldn't have them,
it's
It's
true.
but in the
true.
moment, I don't know. I don't know.
It's a good
I
one.
mean, here's the thing though. Like, I mean, you could make the same argument for Mario 3. I mean, Mario 3, we never had maps before. I mean, it was
We
still a
had
different game
Koopas
from
and
Mario.
Goombas.
We did. But they're still using Shy Guys to this day.
Yeah, they are.
There's still, there's still elements that they're still using today.
Mhm.
Um, it also, I mean, you take Mario 3 away. Now, isn't it like in today's new generation games of Mario, the princess floats,
Mhm.
Luigi has like his crazy jumps,
Right, yes.
Mario's like you're all around, and Toad's got speed. So it set the tone for future
It
games as
does.
well.
Because they committed. That's one thing, like Russ was saying, like, and Dave was saying, like, Nintendo committed to that. They're like,
Yeah.
"Nope, this is it. This is what it is. This is
I
meant to
mean,
be."
it was weird that there was no Bowser.
Right. But to the point of I feel like we wouldn't have known because you look at if you enjoyed the Castlevania series, Castlevania 1 plays like arcade, like left to right. You go well, this. You get the Castlevania 2. Now it's like open world, and you're like, okay, we just accepted it. Like it's the second
Yeah,
one. It's a little
Right.
Zelda. You play Zelda, then you get Zelda 2, and you're like, it's a little different. So when Mario 2 came out, we're like, fits the format. It's a little different. Maybe they're figuring out the hardware a little bit better, and the graphics look better now instead of had we gotten Super Mario Brothers 2 Japan, we
oh,
wouldn't have
And,
enjoyed it. It's just
it
Mario
would have
1 with
derailed
harder
it.
levels.
Exactly.
and because of the difficulty, it could have turned a lot of people off to Mario altogether.
Right.
Absolutely.
So I think Nintendo made the right decision. I think,
They did,
and
but it's still a weird reskin.
it is. It is a reskin for sure. I did see some gameplay of some people playing through Doki Doki Panic, and from what I understand
Mhm.
is that there still are differences between the two. So they
Yeah.
did change some stuff specifically for US versions. Um I would love to share a story though because Mario 2 has like I still, and I might have mentioned this in prior podcasts, but I could still picture it in my head today that the day I went to school, Mario 2 was coming out, and my mom picked us up from school, and she had Mario 2 waiting for us in the car. She went to Service Merchandise that day, and it was the last one on the shelf, she said.
Yeah, yeah.
Other stores, it was sold out everywhere. But I still remember, and I could picture it, getting in the car, opening up the plastic bag, pulling out Mario 2, and being like, "Let's
Ready to go.
go." This is fun. And to this day, I think Mario 2 might be one of my favorite retro Mario games. I said it. I said what I
Wow.
said.
So it would be a true Mario game. I feel like the answer has to be yes. Yes, it is a true Mario game because we already stated they took a lot of stuff from this game that are now staple enemies or power ups in future Mario games.
Do you
That
think that if they did not do that, do you think that it would be a throwaway game?
that they didn't continue anything
Like
from
if they
this,
didn't commit,
Yeah.
right? It probably would have
like if
been
we never
lost.
saw
Yeah,
Shy Guy again, ever.
right,
That
right.
was the
Yeah.
only Shy Guy you ever saw was Mario 2.
That
Birdo
would
I mean,
was
we
be.
the
haven't
only
seen Wart since then either.
I know. I want to warp back so bad. Like throw them in Smash Brothers, whatever. Like it doesn't have to be in a game,
Okay,
but
so see, there's
that's
another
the only
answer.
throwaway. Yeah,
Russ is literally like, I want to see Wart again.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
I
elements of
feel
that
like
game.
I feel like it's a weird reskin that Nintendo made into a true Mario game because they committed. That makes
right.
sense.
And maybe did they start really committing once the news came out that it was a
They're like, well,
reskin?
we're busted.
We're busted. Let's get this stuff into new games.
I mean, they committed to that one more than they committed to like Mario Land enemies, right? Like we look at
True.
like a Game Boy game that was
Hmm.
developed, made to be a Mario game. We've got Koopas that have exploding shells. We've got, a bunch of the characters in that were throwaways, basically,
Yes, right.
Hmm.
right? I mean, they kept Daisy, but 90% of the rest of them gone, right?
Yeah, whatever happened to
So,
those, like, what were they, like, mosquitoes or whatever
Yeah,
that
they
they,
were
right?
like hogs. Yeah.
pumped?
So like Nintendo really committed to number two, and we're like, this is what it is. Yeah, it's a weird reskin, but this is now
Also, I'm thinking like
canon.
we had to have found out fairly early because wasn't on Super Mario All Stars. Wasn't there the lost levels on
Yep,
that? And you're
Yes.
like, what? You're like,
Yes.
there
what is
was, yeah.
this? What is the law?
Hmm.
How do they lose levels? And that's
Yep,
Mario 2
Right,
that we never
right.
got.
Well, that was on Super Nintendo, so
yep.
Right.
was
Wasn't
that
far
before
out.
the internet as well?
I feel like the internet's
I
been
don't
around a lot longer than we think.
I
I
would
don't
say
know.
so.
When did Mario All-Stars release? Let's check that out.
I'll
Mario
say
All-Stars.
94. I'm gonna go with it.
Yeah, I would say
Alright.
92 or 94.
Super Mario All-Stars was released in 1993.
All right, we're close.
So, it was released in Japan on July 14th, 93, and in North America on August 11th of 93. So that is predating the internet. So they released that. So they were already telling us that there was another lost
Mario game.
game.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't think they ever told us that it was a Japanese
They
only release.
No, I don't think they I I don't know, you'd have to read a manual for that, but I don't think they were like, "This is the reason why there's lost levels, and it's
Right,
because
right.
this is Doki Doki Panic
Right.
reskin."
And then people got
So,
interested and they were like, "Oh,
mhm,
the internet came out. Let's do a deep dive."
right?
So is it a true Mario game?
We say yes.
Because they committed. The weird reskin that became a true Mario game.
Now bring Warp back and put him in a game.
Do it.